2024 might be wrapping up, but anime fans, brace yourselves. 2025 is gearing up to take the Isekai genre to the next level. With fresh adventures, jaw-dropping twists, and a few surprises, the Isekai boom shows no signs of slowing down. But here's the real question. Will next year bring us the next masterpiece or just more escapist fluff? Let's dive into the confirmed Isekai anime of 2025 and find out which ones are worth your hype. From new adaptations that promise to redefine the genre to sequels of beloved classics, there's plenty to be excited about. So, what's on the horizon? Stick around, and I'll break it all down for you. Number 1. Headhunted to Another World, stunning Dead Mount Death play, and the standout seasons of Day Day Live. With such a pedigree, Headhunted to Another World promises a mix of humor, strategy, and unexpected twists. Will Uchimura's corporate skills be enough to climb the ranks in this fantasy workplace? Well, whatever it is, this one's definitely on my watch list. Number 2. Someday Will I Be the Greatest Alchemist? Next up, we have Someday Will I Be the Greatest Alchemist. Now, I know what you're thinking, another overpowered protagonist in an Isekai world. But stick with me because this one has potential. Takumi, our protagonist, is accidentally summoned to a new world alongside a group of heroes. And while they're off on their epic quests, Takumi takes a different path. As an apology for the mishap, he's allowed to choose a skill, and he picks creation. Sounds simple, right? But this choice essentially turns him into an alchemist who can craft almost anything with very few restrictions. The title might come off as a humble brag, but it opens the door to some intriguing possibilities. Will Takumi's journey focus on quiet, creative problem-solving, or will his newfound powers push him into the spotlight? Either way, this series has the potential to be a cozy, feel-good adventure, perfect for fans who enjoy a break from high-stakes battles. If done right, this could be one of the sleeper hits of 2025. Let's hope it lives up to its promise. Number 3. Promise of Wizard. On the third list, we have Promise of Wizard, an adaptation of a Japan-only video game that already boasts 2 manga adaptations. That's right, this story has some serious mileage. While details about the anime are still under wraps, here's what we do know. The premise centers around a woman chosen as a sage, summoned to another world by a group of wizards to face a catastrophic threat known as the Great Calamity. Sounds pretty epic, doesn't it? The studio behind the adaptation, Leiden Films, has a strong track record with hits like Tokyo Revengers and Berserk, the Golden Age arc. If they bring their A-game, this series could surprise us all. Sure, Promise of Wizard might not steal the spotlight immediately, but it has the potential to become a hidden gem. With its magical intrigue and the promise of high-stakes drama, this is one to keep an eye on. Number 4. I'm a noble on the brink of ruin, so I might as well try mastering magic. Next up is I'm a noble on the brink of ruin, so I might as well try mastering magic. Yes, the title is a mouthful, but it's also hilariously direct. This series began as a 2019 novel and has since evolved into light novels and manga, proving it has an audience ready for more. The story centers on a protagonist who wakes up in the body of a noble child teetering on financial and social ruin. With nothing to lose, he decides to master magic, quickly cementing himself as an overpowered lead. While the setup feels familiar, it delivers exactly what fans of power fantasies love: dramatic turnarounds, magical prowess, and, let's be honest, some questionable hairromantics. If you're looking for escapist fun with a side of magical mayhem, this one might just hit the spot. Number 5. Magic Maker. How to create magic in another world. Next up is Magic Maker. How to create magic in another world. And this one's taking a refreshing approach to the Isekai genre. Instead of handing the protagonist instant magical powers, this series follows an MC who discovers and develops magic with the help of his sister. What makes this unique is its slower, more methodical pacing as the protagonist works to advance the field of magic. He's skilled, sure, but he's not invincible. This world is full of dangerous monsters that can't just be waved away with a spell. And with Studio Dean at the helm, the same studio behind the legendary Konosuba, there's a good chance this anime will balance its slower narrative with some standout moments. If you're into world building and innovation, Magic Maker could be your new favorite. Number 6. From Bureaucrat to Villainess. Dad's been reincarnated. Now, here's one of the most exciting and hilarious concepts of winter 2025, From Bureaucrat to Villainous. Dad's been reincarnated. This anime is a parody of the wildly popular villainous subgenre, and it promises to be a comedic masterpiece. The story follows a middle-aged parent who dies and is reborn as the villainess in an otome game. Naturally, this turn of events leaves him, now her, completely bewildered. Determined to let the heroes live happily ever after, our villainess tries to follow the game's plot, but just isn't cut out for the whole evil thing. With Ajiadu Studios, known for comedies like How Not to Summon a Demon Lord, leading the charge, this show has the potential to be a standout hit. If you're a fan of genre parodies or just want a good laugh, this Isekai is a must-watch. Number 7. The daily life of a middle-aged online shopper in another world. Finally, we have the daily life of a middle-aged online shopper in another world. This one leans heavily into the absurd, following Kenichi, a guy who wakes up in a fantasy world with the ability to shop online. Yes, you heard that right. His core skill is essentially Amazon Prime, but in another world. While it sounds similar to campfire cooking in another world with my absurd skill, this anime takes a different route by going all in on the harem aspect. Kenichi quickly finds himself surrounded by a colorful cast of girls representing various archetypes and races. If you're into lighthearted chaos and harem antics, this anime might just be your guilty pleasure of the season. Number 8. And next, we have the Red Ranger becomes an adventurer in another world. Arguably the most anticipated new Isekai anime of winter 2025. Based on Koyoshi Nakayoshi's well-loved shonen manga, this series blends action and comedy while playfully poking fun at Sentai and Isekai tropes. The story follows Togo Asagaki, the Red Ranger himself, as he's transported to another world. But here's the twist. Togo was already a powerhouse before the Isekai twist, so the focus isn't on him becoming stronger, but rather on how his Sentai roots and skills translate to this new environment. Packed with humor and heartfelt nods to the Sentai genre, this anime feels like a love letter to fans of both action and nostalgia. If you've ever wanted to see a Red Ranger tackle a fantasy world, this one's for you. Number 9. Next, let's talk about Welcome to Japan, Ms. Elf, a series that combines Isekai and reverse Isekai in one delightful package. The premise is as unique as it is charming. Kazuhiro, our protagonist, visits a fantasy world in his dreams. But here's the kicker. If he holds someone while sleeping in that realm, he can bring them back to Japan. Enter Marie, an elf who becomes Kazuhiro's companion as he introduces her to the wonders of Japan. From sightseeing to indulging in mouth-watering food, this series promises a wholesome slice-of-life experience that also doubles as a cultural showcase. With Zero G at the helm, the studio behind Farming Life in Another World, this anime could be a relaxing and heartwarming addition to the season. If you're into cultural exchanges and feel-good stories, don't miss this one. Number 10. I'm the Evil Lord of an Intergalactic Empire. Switching gears, we have I'm the Evil Lord of an Intergalactic Empire, a series that mixes mecha harem elements and a fun twist on the typical Isekai formula. After a miserable first life, the protagonist is reincarnated as Liam, a powerful noble in an intergalactic empire. But here's the catch. The deity who reincarnated him was also the one who ruined his first life. Determined to live selfishly this time around, Liam takes his new role to heart, but his inherent goodness keeps getting in the way. What we're left with is a mix of space politics, over-the-top mecha battles, and comedic misadventures as Liam tries, and hilariously fails, to be a true villain. If you're looking for something a little out there, this could be the dumb, fun escape you've been waiting for. Number 11. Disney, Twisted Wonderland the Animation, episode of Heartslabile. Finally, let's talk about the much-anticipated Disney, Twisted Wonderland the Animation, episode of Heartslabile. Scheduled for October 2025, this ONA series brings the popular mobile game to life. With a story crafted by Black Butler creator Yana Toboso, Twisted Wonderland combines Disney villains, magic schools, and Isekai elements into a recipe for success. The anime follows you, a high school student who finds himself transported to Night Raven College, a school filled with dormitories and students inspired by classic Disney antagonists. Whether you're a fan of Disney nostalgia, magical academy settings, or the darker twists of Black Butler, this series is shaping up to be a must-watch. It's Disney like you've never seen it before, and we can't wait to see how it all unfolds. Well, and there you have it. 11 incredible Isekai anime coming our way in 2025. From Sentai warriors navigating fantasy worlds to Disney villains reimagined in magical schools, this lineup truly has something for everyone. Whether you're into heartwarming slice-of-life adventures like Welcome to Japan, Ms. Elf, action-packed comedies like The Red Ranger becomes an adventurer in another world, or epic space operas like I'm the evil lord of an intergalactic empire, the variety is absolutely mind-blowing. So, what's your favorite from this list? Are you ready to dive into the chaotic world of Twisted Wonderland, or curious to see how a middle-aged online shopper fares in a fantasy realm? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you enjoyed this breakdown. We've got plenty more anime deep dives, reviews, and countdowns coming your way, so stay tuned. Until next time, keep dreaming of other worlds, and I'll see you in the next video.